which means they only invest in the best. And they saw something in Danielle Bradbery. It's not a struggling record label who saw some kid singing at a coffee shop. They realized that they had something in Danielle Bradbery and decided, you know, we're going to invest our dollars into this. And they're a business. They want to see their return.
And we're about to find out just how special she is. She just turned 17 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, from Cypress, Texas, please help me welcome Danielle Bradbery.
Situated. Okay.
Well,
hi.
not a bad little run we've been on here for the last month or so, huh?
No, not bad at all.
What's it been like? Because you go back to that, I'm sure it was, I can't even put myself in that position of how nerve-wracking it had to be when Carson Daly goes, and the winner of the voice is, and he stands there for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You just want to hit the
It felt like it. Yeah, when I was up there, everybody saw I grabbed onto Michelle because we were both like shaking so bad. And it saw on TV, she kind of whispered something to me, and she said, "We're all winners at this point. Who cares who wins?" And I'm like, "You're right. You're right." And when he said that, it felt like an hour before he actually said a name. And oh man, when he said my name, I wanted to drop on the floor, but instead, I was crying really hard.
Well, you know, it'd have been really cool if they had like a table there you could have crawled under as soon as she called your name, and then you could have sang that final song. That would have been awesome.
Yes, that would make me feel good.
Because from our conversation this morning on radio, you are not one who spent a lot of time out in front of people singing. I mean, you locked yourself in a room and the joggers complained because it was too loud, right?
She sounds really good, but it's late.
Yeah, I would be in my room, and my dad got me this really big microphone set with big speakers. And I would sing songs at the top of my lungs. And our neighbors, we know some of them, and they'll call my mom, your daughter sounds great, by the way. I was jogging outside your house. I'm like, oh, that is really loud then.
But it was your mom who then packed you in the car and said, "Let's go to Dallas," right?
Yes, she have always heard me sing in my room, and she decided to go online and see where it is, and it was in Dallas. And she was like, we're going to go and just see how it is. I didn't believe her because I was really terrified. I was like, no, we're not going. And next thing you know, we were in the car going to Dallas. And yeah, we got there, and there's thousands and thousands of people. And
A little hot that day?
oh my gosh, it was really hot. I got there around 6 or 7 in the morning, and I was outside until 6 in the afternoon. It was really hot, and I told y'all by the time I went inside, I was like, okay, let's just do this. I want to go home. And I went in there, and we broke up into groups, and I was the only one in my group that got a red ticket.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's the first moment you thought, wait a minute, something may be happening here, right?
Yes, and in my group, I was hearing everybody sing, and my jaw just dropped because they were all so amazing. And I remember hearing this girl in my group. I was like, wow, she sounds like Christina Aguilera. And I was like, oh, wow, she's going to make it. And I was the one.
You didn't have a whole lot of time then to kick this whole nerves thing before you're on TV. And granted, their chairs are turned, but still there are people in that audience watching.
Yes.
You're on TV, oh, by the way.
I know. It was really nerve-wracking going up there with lights shining down on you and knowing there's cameras and really 4 big stars just right there. And I remember when I walked up the stage, it was, you could hear a pin drop. It was quiet in there. That's why Shakira's like, I heard your boots. I'm like, wow. It's really quiet in there. And so that was really scary.
When you went there and you'd made it to that point and you're on stage and you're like, if they turn their chairs, I'm going with Team Blake. Had you already made up your mind?
I watched The Voice before, and not knowing I would be going and trying out, I watched it, and I was like, Mom, if I was on The Voice, I'd be on Team Blake. And actually, when I got up there, got 3 chairs turned, Usher and Adam turned also, and I was like, whoa, well, they have a lot of good stuff to say. So I was kind of stuck, but then I was like, I need to go with my gut feeling, and that was Blake.
Turned out to be the good choice.
Yeah.
Usher is a pretty man.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
weren't blown away by his beauty. Because
Yeah.
I had to deal with that with my wife every single week. Look how gorgeous Usher is. Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, we get it.
I got
we get
it.
it. He's a
Yeah, I
good-looking
remember
man,
it. I
and I
was-
can't get my leg that high.
I was performing my song Wasted, and I remember the air conditioning wasn't working that day. So everybody was so hot, and Usher took off his shirt and all,
My wife did that at the house.
yeah, she did.
She did.
oh my God.
Danielle, we have some of your biggest fans in our audience here today, and Octavia Mitchell is out there and has some questions from the crowd. Octavia?
Rick, you can give Usher a run for his money. What are you talking about?
Take your shirt off.
I can't get my leg up that high.
I'm here with our wonderful crowd, our VIP, and you know what? These are some beautiful people. Taylor, can you do a pan so everybody can see who our VIP section is? You guys want to wave to the camera? All right. Having a good time? All right. Good. You know what? These are the winners from our CountOn2.com and our Weasel. These are the winners of our contest. And I have some questions from the audience for Miss Danielle. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. First, what is your favorite song?
My favorite song. Yeah. That's up there. But I love, oh my gosh, I have so many songs on my iPod, my phone. And oh my God.
That.
Talking about.
My bad. I listen to a lot of Carrie Underwood, and I like Joe Nichols, of course, Blake Shelton, and all those good people.
And Rascal Flatts, Tim McGraw, and
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Question number 2 from Pam and Hanahan. That last question was from Jude in Somerville, by the way. What are you going to do about finishing school?
Well, right now I'm on an online schooling through Texas Tech, and it is really hard. But I'm going to be a junior, and I don't know if I'm going to go back to school or not, because that would be really crazy, and I'd probably be tardy to every class. Yeah, so I'm thinking about it.
So when you say you're not going back to school, you're talking about physically going back into the building.
A building.
You
Yeah.
will finish school.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I will finish school.
Her
I
mom
promise.
is standing right over here going,
Yeah.
she's finishing school. She's finishing school.
Okay, the next question is kind of serious. You might need to give it a little thought. You ready?
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks coffee?
I know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Did you say Starbucks?
Yeah.
Starbucks, okay.
That's my answer.
That was from Loretta from Boston,
What was that drink you
Massachusetts.
had brought in this morning?
Very, very hibiscus. It was good.
TJ has one of those every morning. Don't feel bad. No, it's great.
Whipped cream and all.
Our next question is from Sarah from Somerville. Do you plan on doing country or pop country?
I'm going to stick to country.
Country.
Yes.
All right.
Did you hear all those country fans?
Yeah, good
screaming?
answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Okay, one more question for you from Joe in Charleston. How do you feel the changes in your life are affecting you from being normal to an instant celebrity?
Well, wow, that's a big question. I mean, it's been a big change for me because it feels like yesterday I was walking through my school with just normal and not like the whole school did not know me. I was just kind of a loner, but yeah, I mean, I go home on the weekends, so I try to spend time with my friends and be a normal teenager, and because I'm around a lot of adults.
That's got to be nearly impossible to be a normal
It's
teenager
hard.
now.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and it's hard going to like the grocery store that I used to go to at home because I will get stopped.
Yeah.
But I just go to my best friend's house. That's where you'll find me.
Are you finding that you have a lot more friends now that, oh, yeah, I know Danielle. Yeah, I went
so
to high
many
school
friends
with
now.
Danielle. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're all going to get a chance to hear Danielle perform live here in just a couple of minutes. So stick around. Our special edition of News 2 continues in just a few minutes.